Well, good afternoon from Central Texas. Sorry, it's been a while since I posted, but I've been busy doing a kind of another project. I've been considering building another cabin, small house or so forth, and either make it a rental or move into it and make the current house a rental. But if you look in the distance there, that's the property line. You see a little orange flag. That's we're going to put a new pipe entrance with a cattle guard and so forth and so forth. And anyways, I was looking down at Google Earth on there, and it seemed like to me there's like a natural, almost entryway here. If you look, it looks like I planted these trees on purpose, but no, it was just naturally occurred like that. And I really just came out here in the tractor one day, was kind of messing around, started mowing and so forth. I said, you know what? This would be a nice spot for a house. So I ended up cutting Circle Drive, goes around these cedars right here, comes back around. I just bush hogged this past weekend and just kind of piddling around there, and it's actually turned out a pretty nice spot. I've got a few little trees like this big one here I might take out, and been working on this field yonder. And oddly enough, there's not many rocks out there. This kind of knoll up here has been farmed at one time. I guess they must have picked the rocks up, or maybe just naturally didn't occur. But as we walk around this corner here, the rocks start picking up as the hill kind of drops off. And right in here is where I'm thinking about putting a new, like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath cabin. Be nice rental income, or maybe just move into it and make the other house a rental. But walk over here a little bit. There were 2 huge cedars right here. I took those out last week. I guess a plus, if you notice how green it is out here, we've been getting a lot of rain. Wouldn't be able to do that with my tractor last year, but easy digging. I was able to pop these things out, believe it or not, as big as they are. But I'm thinking tucking the house in right in here. Yeah, maybe extend it over probably to about somewhere in here so I could have a nice back porch. But I mean, that's a heck of a view. I'm gonna take out a few trees down there, and I'll take out a few more of those cedars. The mesquites, of course, are bad enough. They don't bother me as bad as the cedars. Cedars really take out a lot of moisture, so I'm really going to thin these out and so forth, just use them for screening purposes and so forth. Besides, they're just really nasty. They makes it hard to breathe. It affects people's voice. It definitely affects mine and so forth, but not a bad spot. I might thin these out here, but boy, it sure gives a lot of nice privacy from the road. Right here inside this little circle where the Circle Drive comes in, and tools on around. Thinking over here, I could put a 40-foot container with a shed roof off it. It'd be my implement shed. Again, kind of screened off. Sea bass sure likes it out here. And back over here would be a nice spot for like a 30 by 30 garage shop. You see that post there in the distance with the flag on it, that's where the power pole will come in. So I would have to either capture water off the roof, which I think is pretty doable between a house, a shop, and then an implement shed. A lot of people are starting to do that nowadays. It's probably not a bad move, just to have some redundancy between a well. There's no real water out here where I'm at, so you would have to drill a well or capture water off the roof. And I think you're doing it. And I do have that water well way in the back. It's kind of jippy, but I mean, for like, basic stuff, household, you could probably get by with after, treating it and, filtering it and so forth. And I may just pipe that all the way up here, so I have 2 sources of water, roof, rainwater, and the old well. Or third option, I guess, would be drilling a well. But wanted to show this real quick here. This little meadow out here has turned out pretty slick. It was full of mesquite and brush, and I kind of gingerly just been bush hogging it, and then brought my grubber out here, took out a bunch of them, smoothed them back over where I had to grub out the mesquite and juniper. But slowly but surely I'm getting this field here pretty nice. I'm leaving kind of a perimeter here just for some screening purposes, and made a nice kind of hidden meadow. This would be a nice place for horses, frankly. This ground is really nice out here. But that's one I ran out of daylight on Saturday when I grubbed that last one out. So, and then of course rained on Sunday like good gracious, it just sure did, and so forth. But I'll get all that smoothed back down, because you see those spots, those were 3 great big ones, and that's a pile. So I'm trying to do it all here in the center where I can burn it safely without setting the whole country on fire. But pretty nice out here. I'm really liking this. Good cell service and paved frontage. Can't ask for much more. Good day.